Here is a very, very rare DVD burner. It's a 5¼ inch internal drive, made by Sony. There's the model number DW-Q30A. It's old. Look at that. It's IDE. Not only is it IDE, it has a beige faceplate. Look at this thing. CD burner, obviously, and DVD rewritable. I don't know if it supports plus R, minus R, any of that stuff. I'm not really concerned. I'm not actually going to use it precisely as a burner. Here's the back, IDE. But this is a very rare find. And I had this for some time. I don't know if it works. We're going to find out together. While we're at it, I also have some other drives. Here is a Samsung CD Master 52E. This is just a compact disc drive, old school, with the volume control and the headphone jack. You'll notice this doesn't have that, nor does this drive here, which we'll find out what it is in a bit. But I love these old drives. Some of them actually had a separate play and stop button, so you could have this in your computer, and without the aid of any software whatsoever, you could have an old DOS computer and put in a compact disc music CD, plug in a pair of headphones, hit the play button, and listen to music without any software or taking any processor cycles whatsoever. So that's also a great thing to have. We'll see if that works as well. And then you have this thing. It's LG. The only thing going for it is it's a couple of years old, probably more than a couple. Let's see if it has any information. Manufactured in 2010. These drives are generally good for about 20 discs, and they're done. They just don't work after that. This is a 2010 model, so at this recording it's 7 years old. It has the old dual plug style over here, where it takes up 2 USB ports so it gets enough power. And I believe this is a mini USB right there, and its port there. I don't know what that might have been for. I don't know what kind of drive this is. We're going to find out in a moment. I got this enclosure somewhere in my travels. It's USB 2, and it is not meant for this, or rather it used to be, but I did not have a power jack that was going to work with that, or it was broken. It looks kind of broken. I don't, or well, maybe not. I think it's maybe a DIN connector, but I didn't have that, and I wasn't going to source it. So I just hacked in my own little jobby, and I have an adapter that plugs into that, and it does exactly the same thing. This has a switch on it, so you can turn it on and off, and it even tells you it has a fan. I put this together many years ago. This beats the crap out of that LG drive I just showed you, because it just works. It works like forever. So that's pretty awesome. It says this is a... Oh, interesting. I guess it used to have a DVD drive in it. This is an old 5¼ inch, early one. Comstar, it says DVD CD writer, but that's not the drive that's in here. This is from April 2006, so only a year before that LG. The way this works is there are 4 screws that we have to take out first, and then we'll see what happens. These are decidedly a #1 Phillips screw. You'll know that because it fits nicely. If I try a #2, it probably will fit, but it may slip. They look very much like #1 screws to me, but they could be a small 2. Yeah, it works, but it goes to slip. If I go back to a #1, we'll see. Oh yeah, see how it locks in and doesn't want to slip? These are #1. You can see I notched this out so there would be enough room to just squeeze that through. I don't remember really anything else more about this. Okay, this slides off. Maybe all the way. Yeah. There we go. And there is your IDE to USB thing. I just did a hack job of the wires there. And that plugs into like a floppy looking connector there. And of course the power connector in the drive in the corner there. So we have to dismount the drive. Those are number 2 Phillips. I can tell by just looking. Before I remove this drive is from 2006, October 2006. Maybe this is the original drive, come to think of it, but I just didn't have the power connector for it. So maybe that was it. I don't remember precisely. I think the bezel has to come off. It looks, yeah, there we go. You just kind of wiggle it till it gets out of its groove, and this side is being a pain. There we are. And now I think the drive just comes out like that. Beautiful. We'll disconnect the cables, and now we can test out the other drive. Let me answer your question now. Why are you putting a white or a beige faceplate drive into a machine that is black? And the reason why is because even though I have this black drive, if the beige drive works, computers aren't beige anymore. Yeah, computers don't have IDE anymore, but chances are very good that if I'm going to need a drive, it's probably going to need a black bezel rather than a beige. This drive is decidedly shorter than the old one. We'll go ahead and plug the cables in. And obviously I'm not going to close up the enclosure until I am certain that this drive works, and we're going to test it out in just a minute. And I guess this is sort of about what it would look like. Yeah, hokey, sure, I don't care. You know, this is really only going to be used in a machine that doesn't have either a working drive or no drive at all, and a lot of machines don't anymore. Here's the power hack job. There was just enough room for me to slip the wires through. I didn't feel like cutting that for some reason. I guess I could have just shoved it down in there. So I cut the wires instead. It was just easier. I don't even remember how I cut the back panel out. So far it just shows a USB mass storage device, which it's installing driver software for. This of course is a netbook. Doesn't have a CD-ROM drive or optical drive of any kind. Computers today don't even have optical drives. It was bad enough when they lost their floppy drives. But now, oh no, who uses disks anymore? Oh, that's so passé. I mean, it's a completely digital device. So anyway, we'll let that install, but we ran into one problem. Yeah. So we're going to have to use the technical starting device. See if I can do this one-handed. Nope. Ah, perfect. Ah, Sony DVD RW DW Q30A USB device. Ooh, it knows what it is. Here is a completely legitimate copy of Microsoft Office 2003. It's professionally printed. So it's got to be legit. It's obviously a CD, so we'll try that first. Okay. I hope this drive works. Oh, that looks promising. Yes, yes. I like that. Yes! It works! We'll hit that. I'll hit close. And it's doing something. This being a netbook is generally about one of the fastest machines in the world. I mean, look how small it is. It's got to be fast, right? There we go. Loaded. And now you can install the last good copy of Microsoft Office. Now we'll try a DVD. Will it eject? Oh, yeah, that's going to need a little bit of work. But we'll have to use the technical starting device once again. Here's another legitimate disc DVD. This happens to be Windows 7. I should remove the technical starting device. We can close this. Whoopsie, there we are. Nope. I hate laptops. Okay. Oh. I saw the light blink. Hey! We'll run setup. Blinkety blink. Blink, 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 blink. Yep, there you go. It works. Cool. So I'm going to address the problem of it not opening separately, because that's not going to do. But let's test out the other drives while we're here. Next drive is in. This being the Samsung CD Master 52X. Some of these drives, the entire eject button would light up and that was your indicator. This has a separate one here. It found it. SE152L. Is there a disc in it? Oh! Oh my, there is! Noisy. Oh, look what's there. Ha! Well, that's good. I needed that. My timer timed out. This, you can see the fan now. And this doesn't look well. I didn't know I had a disc in there. This doesn't do DVD, so we have to do CD. So let's see how it fares with this one. Still noisy, but it certainly works. We'll run setup once again. Oh yeah, ready to explode. I love that kind. Here's the Weenie Modern drive. Well, that was because I closed the other thing before it was done with its thing and whatever, so that doesn't matter. HLDT ST DVD RAM GP08 NU6B123 ABC. Ooh. Let's try a CD. I think it works. I don't know for certain. We're going to find out. Certainly sits on it long enough. Okay, there, finally. Get rid of that. I guess it's loading. Yeah, it's doing something now. There he is. Let's try a DVD. Open that up. And put in the DVD. Tocadiscos. Just thinking about it. All that for that. You see how slow the newer drive is? The old drive just read the disc. It didn't mess around. It just read the damn disc. Come on. Listen to this thing kvetch. This must be a millennial drive. Anyway, it works. It's just slow and it's crap and it's, well, LG. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.